If you go to justice.vic.gov.au and look at the government website on adoption, this is where it would take you. You'd be considering adoption for your child, and it might give you some information here about the law and point you to some mostly Christian organisations that will help facilitate the adoption. But, one thing they'll also do is point you to here. Now, when I went and inquired about adoption for myself, me and my wife, we went to an information session, and one of the things they boasted about was Victoria's low adoption rates. In Victoria, there's about 10 babies, 10 to 15 babies that are put up for adoption each year. And one of the reasons why that is the case is because they said that if it's early in the pregnancy, they'll actually encourage, or they'll, tell women about the fact that they can terminate their pregnancy. They told this to a room of parents who were all seeking adoption and were all longing for children, and you could hear a pin drop. It was a real you could really hear the shift in the room when they told people that they were so proud of that they guided women to abort their babies instead of adopt them. And you can see that bear out in this page. So if you're considering adoption for your child, the link that they bring up right at the bottom here, the last thing, you can a range of services that you can go to, your options, takes you to this website, 1-800-MY-OPTIONS, for information about contraception, pregnancy options, and sexual health in Victoria. And right there, right number 2, is abortion, and how you can get an abortion in Victoria. There is nothing on this website about adoption. In fact, if to prove that, I'll go here and I'll search for the word adoption, press enter, and look. There you go. Guess where it goes. 1, you go considering abortion, or counselling information about adoptions and adoption. And these both link to, if you see, these both, who to talk to, considering abortion. If you want to, for more information, guess where it takes you when it comes to adoption. Here he is. Adoption. Goes back to that first page, or the first website, where if your parents considering placing their child up for adoption, guess what? Goes right back to that one we looked at the start. Just goes in a circle. It's adoption is a possibility in Victoria, but sadly only 12 children in 2017, that's the last stats we've got on it, were given up for adoption. There's still a big stigma about adoption, whereas less and less there's any stigma when it comes to abortion. And that's why only 10 to 15 children are adopted each year, but many thousands. In 2017, I think it was about 11,000 children were aborted. Consider that, the difference between 12 and 11,000. There's something really wrong in the state of Victoria.